Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, a local attorney, and what you're about to watch is pretrial. Now, pretrial is the third court event in the process towards resolving a criminal case. The first was first appearance, the next was arraignment. Now we have pretrial to determine if the case is ready to proceed to docket day and potentially trial, or if it can't be worked out through plea or even dismissed. At pretrial, though, facts are not as important as they are in other hearings. In this case, it's procedural. The judge is going to bring in their entire docket to make sure that the attorneys are doing what they need to do to get the cases towards a just conclusion. Some of the cases you'll see are older, some are newer. On the older ones, you may see some tension as the judges are trying to make sure the cases are moving forward, but the stakes are getting high. So that's what pretrial is. Let's go see what happens.
Very good. So that's great. Your Honor, we're moving for continuance. We're still receiving discovery and we're diligently reviewing what we've got and we're going to look over what we're making progress.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. Anything from the state?
State has no objection.
Okay. Very good. Court will continue this to our next. It will be in. August 14th, August 16th. We'll continue to August 16th.
Your Honor, I don't know if there's other cases on the docket. Ms. Etheridge isn't here. I believe she's now handling the case. And Mr. Goodman is here. Oh, there it is.
Correct.
If they have no objection, I'll move for a continuance. If it's on the docket, I'll move for continuance of that case as well.
Yes, Your Honor, the state would have no objection to tracking the 22 CF 3204 with the other case, Your Honor.
Very good. Thank you, Your Honor. Very good. So we'll continue that one as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We're in 1A.
Okay. Mr. Shaw.
Actually, we're gonna, the inmates are not ready, Your Honor.
Okay.
So I apologize, it'll just take a minute.
That's all right. You can come up, Mr. Shaw, if you want. Yeah, Ms. Gilbert, you want to come up? It's one without an inmate that's been away.
Morning, Your Honor. One case, Braden Grimm and 23 CF.
Hold on a second, let me find your case. Okay, Braden Grimm, yes, sir. Would you announce the case?
Your Honor, 23 CF 159, we have a waiver on file. We have a depot set for 2 dates in July.
Very good. Is this an early case? I assume the state has no objection.
No objection, Your Honor.
Very good. The court will continue this to the next pre-trial on August 14th.
Mr. Shaw.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Goodwin. Any of the other attorneys have any that wait? So we
I have a
ready?
juvenile that's unrepresented. I'm gonna handle first, if that's okay.
Okay, that's
Right
fine.
after the lecture. This is gonna be Mr. Keontae Pride.
Your Honor, that's my case for the state.
Would you announce the case, please?
Yes, Your Honor. So Mr. Pride has,
We have several cases. I know that-
yes, sir, he has 22 CF 2486, which should be listed as him represented by Mr. Robert Dees. And then he has 23
That's
CF.
not, it's not on for today for some reason.
He also has 23 CF 326, Your Honor. That is the case which I show him as no attorney, Your Honor.
I think Mr. Dees did a written motion for continuance, and that's why he's not.
He did in the 22 2486 case, Your Honor. That case we have depositions set. And
Is
that's
Mr. Dees, Mr. Pride, is your attorney appointed or is that hired?
He's on,
Mr. Dees?
yeah, he's hired.
He's hired. So are you going to hire him in this case?
No.
I'm sorry, I'm his mother.
You're going to hire, would you wish to have you have a right to have an attorney appointed.
Yeah.
If you cannot afford one, the court will appoint one. You've got to go through the process and counsel.
Yes, Your Honor, just so the court's aware, our office is withdrawn, RCC is withdrawn. I think the last one was Mr. Stevens who withdrew due to a conflict, so it would be whoever's next on the list.
Right.
Just to
Appreciate
here
that.
today.
That's fine. So, you do have right to an attorney. One can be appointed if you can't afford one. So, if you believe you need an attorney, you're going to fill out the form and whatnot. But you wish to have an attorney appointed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The court will appoint the next available person on the registry. What we'll do for today, Mr. Pride, the court will go ahead and continue this matter to the next pretrial, which is scheduled for August 14th, August 16th. And also, I announced it wrong in the Pride Williams case. I said August 14th. Did I? Thank you. Okay, so we're going to continue this to August 16th, so you have a chance to meet with your attorney. We'll make sure, get an appointment out. I don't know who's going to be on the list, but they'll reach out to you, okay? Okay. Any questions?
Yes, okay, so I'm just a little confused because he did have a public
You said that
defender.
they reviewed the case.
I'm just trying to figure out what,
He did have a public defender, but they conflicted off because there have been a lot of cases and other individuals, related defendants. Sometimes they have a conflict of interest. They have their rules that they have to follow about who they can represent. So if there's a conflict, they withdraw off it, and then we've got to appoint somebody else until we can get a public defender. In this case, it will be a private attorney that's being appointed by the state, not by the state.
so we have to fill one out every time they change over?
That's a good question. You may not have to.
You might not.
No, you're right. That's a good point. If you've already filled out that form, you don't have to. That's a good point. Okay. So, but somebody will be in contact. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Your Honor, just as a procedural matter, I understand the court's going to appoint the next person on the conflict list for him. However, the court's order on Mr. Stevens' motion to withdraw does not appoint the next attorney, which it usually does. So procedurally, how do you want the order appointing the next attorney entered, and who do you want to do that order? Will your office do that? I just wanted to raise that
Do you have
question.
any
so we-
suggestions? Are you offering?
I don't know that I have an order like
Okay.
that. I guess if we can just, if I can find out who's next on the list, I can email that attorney and let them know they need to submit an order appointing them to the case.
Do we know who the next?
JAC will require it.
They definitely will require an order appointing them.
That's all right. We'll follow up.
Okay.
We'll get that.
Thanks, Judge. I just wanted to make
So
sure.
somebody will, the attorney will call you or get in touch with you, okay? Thank you.
I've got to put up and I'll be searching while
Your Honor, they had a qualification in the back.
Is there any of the other attorneys that have filed waivers?
I have a out of custody.
Come on.
I have Justin Kikahuna, 21 CF 3253.
Hold on just a second. Again, tell me the last name. Kahuna. Got it. Very good. Where are we at?
I spoke to the state about this one. We could set it for a miscellaneous date maybe next month. We're just waiting for him to pay the remaining costs as part of his PCI.
Okay.
He did provide a copy of his completion anti-theft course, which I'm going to file today. So the state was in agreement to set it off until next month to give him time to pay the money.
So, what is our July 11th and 18th dates? Either of those would probably work.
Yes, sir. I expect it to be disposed of before then. We just wanted to.
Okay, that's good.
I have 8 cases scheduled, and then you mentioned the 18th, any scheduled in mind.
Okay, we can go for the 11th then.
Yes, sir.
We'll go. So we'll come back July 11th at 9 a.m. Hopefully it will be resolved before then, okay? Thank you.
Yeah, the other one I have is Tommy Morris. He's in custody but not in our jail.
Okay, go ahead.
It's 22 CL 731 and 21 CF 1907.
Where is he? Is he in a DOC?
He's in Escambia County Jail.
He's in
We've already
Escambia.
had an order signed to transport from docket day, so we're leaving second docket day to dispose of the cases.
Okay, very good. So we'll continue these to, not continue, next hearing on docket day, which is 6/19 at 9 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Please, we continue?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Is that all you got, at least out of custody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any of the other private attorneys have, counsel, come on up.
I don't believe.
No. Or do you not have an attorney?
I do, sir.
Who's your attorney?
His name is Ron Johnson, and he called me just a few minutes ago and said that he wasn't going to be able to make it, but they had reached a plea deal, but they didn't know if we were going to be able to.
Why don't you, hold on a second. What number of the state? What was your name, sir?
Michael Picard.
And your attorney's name is
John
John?
Johnson.
Okay.
I think that's a misleading, because I think it's the information.
I don't have
Your Honor,
this attorney.
my
Yeah, it
understanding
might be under another attorney's name?
Your Honor, I think this might be a misdemeanor.
What's the last name again? I can't understand.
Picard.
Report's going to be in 2 Bravo.
I think you might be in the wrong court.
That is correct. You're with Judge Mason.
Okay, so you're down in 2 Bravo, 2B.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Is it out of custody, Judge?
I'm sorry?
Did you take it out of custody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have one.
Yeah, sure. We want to try and do, we're just waiting for the inmate, so any,
Alicia Dean,
okay.
Judge, spoke with her a number of times, and
Hold on a second, Mr. Noakes, let me, okay, Alicia D. And this is case number 22 CF 2547. I'm
Yes,
sorry,
sir.
go ahead, Mr. Noakes.
Judge, Mrs. Dean and I have talked about the case, and she's asked me to schedule depositions, and I'm in the process of doing that.